How many of us here is on the budget? I believe quite a number of us, artists, crafters, people in general who create handmade. We all struggle to buy brand new products basically. Even though you sometimes can get them on sale for great price, some of us still cannot afford those prices. So today I'm about to show you a project. I hope it's gonna be beautiful. I hope it will turn out fantastic, and I hope it will be a proof for you. You can create, you can be creative, you can do things with no money, just with your hands and a bit of heart put in there, and believe that it's possible. We will use household items, as you can see: teas, tea bags, coffee, homemade modeling paste, and just a notebook. So I hope it will turn out nicely. That's what I hope for, because this will definitely give you a kick and prove, yes, you can do it. If I can do it, and I can improvise here right now as we speak, because I have no plan, then it means you can do it as well. So let's start and let's enjoy that together. As you can see on my table, we have a very limited amount of products actually, because we have tea bags and teas. This is a very dark tea, this is a very dark coffee, and homemade texture paste. There is a video on that homemade texture paste. I have used it several times. It works fabulous. I will give you a link below the video. All you need is water, baby powder, glue, and white acrylic paint. So really technically you can create nearly with no cost, because you do have those at home. So that's something for you to check on my channel. I'll give you a link below the video or at the end of the video. Sorry. Some of you guys under the comment under the texture video said to me that the same recipe for the modeling paste, the same recipe is for actually gesso. All you need is probably more water. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do two things right now. I'm gonna prepare my page, of course, because we need to have our page gessoed. It would be good, although we're trying to do it budget page. I wish to make sure that it's properly done, so we need some bit of coverage for our page, which will be great if we can use gesso. And gesso, I'm gonna dilute the modeling paste. And in the meantime, I wish to empty my tea bags from tea, and I will use that as my texture as well. And I hope I will use those gorgeous looking, beautifully dyed tea bags themselves. So I have created videos about no art tools before, 2 journal pages. I'm pretty convinced that many of you have seen it, and I was using makeup mainly, and those 2 pages turned out fabulous. I'm gonna actually show you them, because I purposely actually put it on the side. So that was the first one, and that was made with also recycled things, lace and tickets and clothes tags and makeup and tea as well, as far as I remember. And this one was no tools again, because that was done with makeup as well. I have used a proper gesso here, because at that time I didn't do my own gesso or modeling paste. So this time I'm trying to be even more cheap. Not me, okay, but the whole project, to make sure it's cheap, it's really recycled, it's really budget. And that was your suggestion under the last videos, that Marta, did you know you can use, actually, geez, that's way too much, that you can make your own gesso and modeling paste. And I knew you can, so that's what I did. I did modeling paste, and maybe I'll do a video about the gesso as well, but since seemingly this will work as gesso as well, we're gonna test it. I don't mind that the little bits and pieces is staying on top of that, because this will be again a tiny bit of extra texture. I believe that this is way too much, so I'm gonna put that away a little bit, because it's too much, simply as that. And I'm gonna empty that one into my bin as well, because I don't need that much. I need the little bags, but I don't need the tea as such. Not that many anyway. I don't mind that it's ripping like this. you have to always remember, well, no, not that you have to remember, it's that what I always have in my head. I have the vision of nothing, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be even, it doesn't have to be, you know, like things can be just out of normal way of thinking about it. So if something is ripped a little bit, that's okay. Treat it as a happy accident, treat it as an extra texture, extra interest to your beautiful project. So now that the next step will be to turn, I'm gonna turn that around. I usually work on my table, but for some strange reason I took this today. That's okay. And I will put that on the side here. Oops. And I will spray my water. Hope that this will give me the gesso thing. Well, am I allowed to use brush? At the end of the day, we all have brush at home, don't we? Even if you're on the budget, you probably do have a brush at home. Well, for me, guys, this looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, alright. So I'm adding water into my homemade texture paste, hoping that I will dilute that and that it will be maybe a little more. And that will be beautiful coverage for my project, for my base. Many times I say to you that I would love you to create with me while I chat to you. So I'm gonna repeat myself. Please do create with me when I talk. Even if you don't do the same as I do, I'll absolutely do something whatever works for you. But it would be nice if you could, you know, maybe sit down and fussy cut things, or maybe you have some sort of job to be done, or maybe some cards for sale that you do, and you can just, instead of just watching it without kind of because it takes a lot of time to watch videos, and it's great to watch them and they're important, and I should be the last person saying don't watch them when I create them. But I always try to say that, you know, use your time, and it's good to do two things together, basically. My gesso, it's drying fabulously fast. Wow. Too fast because I wanted to add this thing, but I will. This is crazy. Before you ask, this is just some sort of notebook that I purchased. The pages are not thick at all, they are very thin actually. I forgot to put two together. They somehow put themselves together here, as you can see. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. So if you're using old book or something, that's absolutely awesome. Do that. And just put 2-3 pages together. And that will absolutely work fabulous for you. Do you know something? This is drying way too fast for me. This is quite funny because I want to make sure that I'm gonna attach my gorgeous looking tea bag. Come on, this is like stunning on its own. I have some sort of crush on tea bags recently. My last video, was it last video? Well, texture, all about texture, 25 ideas for texture video that you will find. It was probably last of my, no, not last video. 2 videos before this one, I think. I have finished a gorgeous page. Well, I think it's gorgeous. And yeah, I was using tea bags actually. So it's definitely a crush on a tea bag. Or a tea itself. So that's what we have, a gorgeous looking texture right now. And my gesso, for some reason, is amazingly fast drying. That's okay, I don't really mind. I'm gonna do same thing here on that side. So what I'm trying to do now is just create an interest, something extra pretty special to my page. Actually, I prefer this side, sorry, because there is this line in, you know, can you see it? This, so it's okay to turn it around and change your mind, it's all good. I'm gonna create even more of that. That's crazy. It's actually crazy amount that it's needed somehow. Okay. And I love how it stands out, this little bit. That's why I wanted this to be, I hope you can see, gosh, you can, I think you can. Okay, so that's what we have, and you can see that I'm kind of, even if this is not even, that's way better that it's not even, because it's created its own texture, and now all of that looks kind of different as well, because they are from different tea bags, so they are really nice, interesting looking and special. Well, that's exactly what I wish to achieve. I don't worry as such how very much this will last and stick. If this is stick enough good to me, that's fine, because making it too perfect and too ideal, it's too ideal for me. So I like the idea of having it kind of that things are not fully even added, sticked. I haven't planned this video today. Believe or not, I didn't even think about it. Why this came to my head, don't ask me. I have no idea what happened, because I only posted the last video, what, 2 days ago, a day ago? Very recently. I usually have way more in between the videos, but I just felt inspired or felt a need for creating, and I think as well many of you, I recently posted more of a technical videos or ideas, not such much a project thing, and I think you are missing my projects. Well, I hope you do anyway, because I have missed it too. So I thought it'd be nice to do a full-on beautiful idea project, something different for you to check out and enjoy. So that's what I thought, and I hope I was right. I hope that this is something you're looking for. And as you can see, I'm just trying to see where to add it, if anywhere. Yeah, I think it would be nice to add it there. My next step will be to create another texture by using the texture paste itself, you know. So usually what I do is I use stencil. Of course I use stencil, we will use stencil, but it's gonna be recycled stencil. But before that, we need our texture to be created, and I would love my tea be used in this case. So I'm gonna put the modeling paste here. I'm gonna take a different spatula. Again, this is just a recycle lollipop stick, lipstick, not lollipop, ice cream stick thing. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna use this, and I hope this will do the job. So since we are trying to avoid professional tools and all of that, I hope this will do the job equally well. I think we need a little more of our texture paste. Oopsie, there you go. Maybe a little more water, because this is very much heavy texture paste, which is great. You know, it's absolutely awesome. And there we go. So I'm gonna show you my idea for a stencil. You are gonna laugh, I think. I haven't seen that idea anywhere, I'll be honest, and I'm not saying that it's not there, but till today I have never ever seen anyone using it. So maybe I'm actually discovering something new here for you and showing you something original, I hope, but I haven't seen anyone doing it. So maybe a cool idea, cool tip for you for a stencil. You know, when you have a child and you buy a child a game, board game or something like that, and they have sometimes those sort of like tickets or puzzles or elements, and they usually coming in things like that, and you have like pictures, or you know, this is awesome cardboardish thing, and it's a stencil. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try to use this now. Will it work? I have no idea, but it's not gonna be bad. If it's not gonna be, you know, as I wish, maybe that's okay. But I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna just try and see whether this will be something nice or not. maybe we just end up with having something totally randomish looking and totally, but that's okay too, you know, like just because everyone thinks that it should be that way, you can try to go and do your way. I promise you, it's more rewarding to do it your way. I love what I see right now. I'm kind of even nearly afraid of adding more to not to, because I don't want to. Ooh, okay, 2 seconds. That stick too much. That's okay. That's okay. Go back. Go back. I don't want to destroy that, so, which I did accidentally, but that's okay. Will I do the same thing here and I'll try at least? I can at least try. Do it. Maybe I should dry this before adding anything, because of course the stencil, it's sticking to the page just like that, but now I'm going to be more gentle with it. Oh, there we go. This worked better. I love that. I'm going to take my envelope journal, I'm going to move that away, and I'm going to use my leftovers, of course. So this is my journal. We have created this journal out of envelopes together. There's again a video somewhere, so have a look. And yeah, I like that. Some other leftovers there. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna just use that, what's left on my cardboard here, and I will add this somewhere around. Why not? Why not? It's a messy, I think. Do you know what it reminds me right now? You're not gonna believe it. And please, I hope you're not gonna be mad that I'm saying it, the bad word, but it reminds me of a poo-poo bird. Birdie poo-poo. I swear, like if you look at it closely, it's absolutely stunning, but it looks what it looks like, and that's it. Yeah, so that's what we have. Dum da da dum. Class. How unexpected. I love it. I'm gonna put it away. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean my hands. Our texture paste is dry, and have a look at that. It really looks yummy. It looks actually concrete, very much like a concrete. I wish you to be able to actually touch it. It's too close. Oh, it's like a concrete wall, like really, really something nice. Sandy effect kind of. So we have a coffee and a tea. Tea is a bit brighter than the coffee, and this is ordinary black tea. This is just an ordinary coffee. As you can see, just the coffee and just the tea. So I'm gonna try to now kind of, I take this little pipette, or I don't know the name of that. I have it here. This kind of whatever tool that is, and I will hope to kind of see if I can actually color it a little bit. I have done this sort of color tiny bit with the makeup page as well, and it worked quite nicely, but then I've added makeup and all. So this time we're gonna stick only with tea and coffee, because I think this is exactly what we're doing. Limited amount of products, limited amount of tools, things used, and yet really special thing created, I hope anyway. We see when it's finished. So it's already beautifully coloring, and it's nearly orange, isn't it? It's like, you know, but this is the darkest kind of. Maybe I could go even darker with the tea. I didn't. Oh, this one is moving. I didn't really pay attention to the color, because I knew that I'm gonna make coffee and the coffee itself will be darker. So I'm just going, as you can see, on the edges a little bit, coloring my texture tiny bit. And I don't know the name of that. Is it pipe? Is it pipette? Pipetta? Pipetta, I think it's in Polish. Pipetta. Pipetta, I think. But you know what? I'm more into visualizing thing. I'm not a type of person that would read about things and find out about techniques. I'm more of a I'm more kind of a person that is gonna try to do it rather than read and watch. I won't actually read and watch. I'll just do it myself. I'm just gonna go for it. That's kind of the thing. I'm gonna dry that a little bit. In the meantime, this is nearly dry, so let's move on to our coffee this time, which is here. Oops. And I added much less water to have it much darker. And oh yes, look, I'm loving it very much. It's like painting with coffee. How class is this? Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm shocked right now because I wish the coffee comes in different colors as well in tea. Well, tea we can have reddish kind of, but this coffee color and the smell, I mean it, like, wow. Like, this is not only the baby powder is smelling with the texture paste here, but then we have a smell of coffee, which is, I swear, it's yummy. If you like coffee, of course. If you don't, then do it with the coffee and spray the perfumes on top. So I'm having an ecstasy now because but I hope I'm not saying a bad word and I'm not making anyone feeling uncomfortable, but I'm just in happiness, as in this is crazy gorgeous looking, and you have to admit that yourself. And if you agree with me, you will understand what word I mean. So I'm extremely happy here because this is gorgeous. Like, I have no words actually. I've lost words. Marta, for the first time, well, nearly for the first time, lost her words. I did. And I'm speechless, and I'm looking at it thinking I could stop right now. It's perfect as it is. I don't need anything more. It's already artistic. It's already original. It's already special. It's already mine. And there's no budget involved. And it's stunning. Oh my god. I like the color. The coffee color thing. Remember, if you've been making that, I put 3 spoons of coffee. 3. It's very much like syrup kind of. Maybe that's why it's so good. It is so good. I feel good. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I mean, wow. Could that be any prettier? I'm actually terrified of the next move. Like, I don't understand when you saying to me that you are afraid to actually destroy it. I am now at this point thinking, Marta, less is more. Be careful where you're going with that, because I'm adding, and I think I'm actually gonna stop it here, and that's it. I'm gonna dry that now. Actually, I leave that for dry itself a little bit. In the meantime, I have done some flowers from tea. Believe or not, I have. I made them myself. And I will basically fussy cut them for my page. My page is dry, my flowers are here, and as you can see, we lost kind of a contrast. The whole color kind of spread it everywhere. Maybe it's because of the project being kind of wettish. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to add a little bit more of this darker color just in places, hoping that it's not gonna spread that much as it did, and I hope that we're just gonna have a little bit of contrast here. I tried to dry this what's the word, this time. I tried to dry better this time, so hopefully we're gonna have some more definition. If not, if this will happen equally to the previous one, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just use more of my pencil and just gonna darken it with my pencil, and that's it. So since coffee is not something I work every day with, We just learn as we go. I still love what I see regardless. I'm going back to the same spots as you can see, so I'm darkening it even more where I have been already. And that's it. And what I will do now as well is I wish this to stay that dark. Like, it kind of doesn't want to stay that dark, but I don't know, maybe it's jaded, I don't know, I don't know. It stays in places and it doesn't in some. That's okay. But I will actually add a little bit of the tea thing, because tea is very nice and soft, and I think we lost a little bit of soft color. So I'm gonna just kind of add just touches of it. Nothing dramatic, you know, nothing too much, because I still wish to make sure that we have enough of white. And yeah, just a touch, that's it. I will dry this now. Can you hear? That's Henyo, that's my guinea pig. It's his time in the middle of the night, kind of, he loves running around. Yeah, I'll call him again. Yes, my boy is talking to me. Henyo! Henyo! Are you a good boy? Henyo! 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 I know it's art video or a craft video and I'm talking to my animal and you're probably annoyed. If you are, please don't be. It's just a part of life, isn't it? And he's part of my evenings when I create, so it's nearly like when I don't call him and he's running around, I know he's trying to tell me something. Talk to me. So I am. We're nearly there. I do see finally a little bit of different color. Can you see? Darker, brighter, and it's nice. And the coffee, funny enough, it's actually shining a little bit. Okay, let's move on. I would love to have a little bit of white splashes, and to do so and to still make sure we are stick to our no tool idea, I'm gonna create my white splashes with the modeling paste yet again. So this is, where's my spray water? I don't know. Oopsie. Oh, it's here. So my modeling paste now and water. And where is my, some sort of, this would be good maybe. Just a spatula like this. So I'm kind of making like a thick modeling paste, like a acrylic paint kind of thing. And I will hope that this will splash. It doesn't. That's okay. We work around that. It will splash. It has to. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna splash just a bit on top of that, because I like splashing with white dots. If you're stuck in a project, you have no idea what to do, something is not right. Actually, sometimes splashes are your answer. Well, many times is my answer. I believe yours it would be as well. It would be good. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's better. Maybe actually opposite to it. It's a bit too blobby, I guess. But what can you do? What can we do? Maybe. Come on. Come on. Even more water. Maybe more. I cannot believe it. Come on. Oh, that's better now. Maybe brush. Marta, come on. Maybe a brush? Yeah. Just, you know, sometimes I amaze myself with lack of brain. Let's face it. Lack of brain. I don't know whether it's just a late hour in the day, in the night. Is it lack of sleep? Is it... I don't know, is it because I'm blonde? I have no idea whether or which, but the lack of brain sometimes, it's just like, come on, Marta, come on. Prove them wrong. You have a brain, but sometimes it is what it is, and that's it. So I think it's enough of splashes. I'm only thinking, what if we add the coffee splashes? Will that... Oh, look. bit, just a bit, and that's it, and that's it, and that's it. Brushes back to my water, and I'm gonna dry that now. So my page is dry. I have put those flowers just like this, and I have plenty clothes tags. You know, I do collect them, and I always kind of give you the idea of keep on collecting the tags. And I'm thinking there's a cool name on the tag. One of my favorite brands, Stradivarius. I'm not that brand person at all. Quite opposite to it. But I love this brand because they have good prices basically for nice stuff. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not at all, but we shall see. Because it's a basic tool project. So the title basic could be actually, yeah. How awesome. I love it. I'll show you because I know it's very bright and you maybe not see it. So that's how it is. I'm also thinking to add under my flowers a little bit of extra texture as in threadwise. Okay, even I laugh when I hear myself threadwise. So yes, that's what's in my mind. Beautiful. I think it is beautiful, beautiful. I would love you to have an attempt of using, like in this case, tea and coffee. Like, just think out of comfort zone. Experiment. What you think, what could be used, what could be fun for you. Think about it. As always, I have to catch up on your projects on Instagram because you have shared so many from the cafe as well that it's crazy, but I'm gonna check them. I promise I will. I do check some, and I have been commenting and liking and seeing your projects, but not all of them, not at all. It's impossible to do it all. But I will sit down maybe today or tomorrow and actually catch up on those because you are sharing your amazing pages and startup pages and the projects. So when you do that, so in order that I'm able to find you and see it, if you use hashtag Maremi Small Art, I will be definitely able to see that. So please use this Maremi Small Art hashtag, and I will be able to find you. I would love to see your takes. Share it in the cafe if you're part of the Maremi's Creative Cafe on Facebook, my Facebook group. Tag me on the page on Facebook, or you can actually share it on my Facebook page if you want as well. I would love to see your attempt, big time, on that. And you don't have to use the journal, book or whatever. You can just use a plain page, all loving it. Like, come on, it's fabulous idea. And I have to say, I'm so surprisingly, I'm surprised nicely. Is that the word? I'm really pleased with this because even though upside downs, I think I want more thread here, a little bit, little. Because, you know, the color went a little different, but still, instead of thinking about it that, oh, the color is different as I planned, that's okay, just work around it. That's it. Just go with the flow, have a think what could be changed, what could be done, what can you do, and enjoy as it is, because next time will be different or whatever. Like, I don't know, I don't create in order to make sure that those will last till next generation. And no, I create for fun. I love doing it. I enjoy every single step, and it makes me happy. And more importantly, I create for you now. That makes me even more happy than anything, that I can help you and guide you and give you my ideas of my experience and share that. So things can be this time different, less simple, maybe it's not gonna work, but that's all okay. You move on, you go to the next thing, find another technique that you enjoy or whatever. I think we are kind of done here, guys. I really think we are very much done, and I'm just looking around what I have else. I have more tags here, and I'm just thinking if adding anything would make a difference, but I don't really think so. I maybe a shading a little bit, but do you know something? It's pretty as it is. I think I would just stick with it as it is. Okay. I think I was chatting quite a lot today because I wasn't rushing. I was really truly enjoying it. The last video or two I was like rush. Maybe some of your comments sometimes says that the video is too long or you're not enjoying the chatting sometimes. So I do listen to all of you, and I kind of try to squeeze in everyone's opinion, so I try to make faster videos, shorter videos, less chatting, but I do miss chatting just like that with no rush, and there's plenty time, and I can just simply enjoy it and give you a full process of my project. So that's what we've done tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, as always, I'll ask you to share the video, which is great, and definitely have a try on that. I would love to see your makes. I had gorgeous time with it. I love it. I think it's just outstanding. I'm sorry, but I think it is. And tea and coffee and your own hands and drawing and whatever, it's like, come on, a texture from homemade modeling paste. You can do all of that you see here yourself. I'm not saying copy exactly the same. You can do butterflies, you can do trees, you can do sky, you can do whatever you wish. By the way, I've used watercolor paper. I never said that. Watercolor paper here when I was painting with my tea. That's it, my friends, for tonight. I went to edit my video and I could see on the photos how gorgeous texture that is actually. Have a look. It's very rusty looking, isn't it? I didn't see that when I was looking at it. I was concentrated on the tea and coffee effect, yet if you look closely, we have, I'm trying to make it, we have a beautiful, honestly beautiful rusty effect, look, with our teas and coffees, and the fact that the texture paste has the tea in it. Yes, I thought I'm gonna just record it quickly and the close-up and show you because I think it's outstanding. I hope you can see that. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching as always, and for your lovely comments. I would love to hear your opinion. I would love to hear what you think about this page, and I will definitely talk to you super soon. Bye.